A road in Somerset will be closed for the next 6 weeks to allow toads, newts and frogs to get to their breeding grounds.
I have.
So you know that road.
I think I was there the first time around.
Were you one of the volunteers?
And they go with high-vis jackets and buckets and they literally pull them off the road and
And how much of a disturbance is it if that road is closed?
I can't remember.
Oh, right, OK.
But I'll go back through the archives and I'll get back to you. Shall we find out what the weather's going to be like this week? For
the toads and the newts and everyone else, yeah. Morning, Carol. What's it going to look like for us?
I owe you.
More than that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's look at the Monday morning papers, shall we? Start with The Guardian today. The Pipe as well, full set.
The whole thing, it works.
20 grand for Eric's glasses, 18 grand for a Harry Potter book.
No.
But not just any book. This is
one.
a first edition of the very first in the series, Philosopher's Stone. They only printed 500 back in 1997, and it's particularly valuable because there's a spelling error on the word philosophus on the rear cover, and then on page 53, for the technically aware, there's an extra one where it talks about a wand. They print it twice, and apparently you might think that would make it rubbish, but apparently that makes it even more valuable because it's proof that this is one of these particularly special copies.
Can you imagine being lucky enough to have had one of those very first Harry Potter books?
I reckon somewhere in LA right now, Robbie Williams has got his Eric Specs first edition Harry Potter. He's reading both.
Now, if you are a fan of street parties, finger food and bunting like this, then there's a date you should definitely have in your diary. On Bank Holiday Monday, May the 5th, we are being encouraged to celebrate the 80th anniversary of VE Day, which takes place just a few days later.
It was to mark the end of fighting in Europe during World War II.